The fans are providing a noisy and colourful backdrop for this great occasion. Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one. Might work the keeper here. Lampard. What a fantastic finish. Almost straight from the kickoff. It's still early in the game. And he puts it away with his right. The capacity crowd are enjoying the goal celebration. They've just gone a goal down, Trevor. They're not going to be too happy about that, are they?
No, and I'm sure they'll be determined to get back level as soon as possible.
Free kick awarded. He's carrying the ball forward. Got his foot in. And Ronaldinho. Ball won. Good defending there. Here's Lampard. Finds his man. There's not a lot of support. Lampard! It's in! Brilliant! That doubles their advantage. Inside the first few minutes of the first half. He's done it again. At 1-0 the... Although 2-0 now, they can't get too complacent. Finds him well. Kept it well, still on the attack. Finds his man. Read that play and got the ball. Great work.
The right-back's got to stay alert.
Still with the ball. Good attacking position too. Showed his quality in defence there with that interception. 15 minutes gone in the first half. He's carried the ball forward. They intercept the pass. Joe Cole. And Eto'o. Iniesta. Here's Xabi. And Xabi. They win possession. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Ball given away. And Eto'o. Sends it back to him. Down the right flank. Good teamwork there. Finds his man in space. Lampard. Can he find the space? Thuram. Sturdy defence there. Here's Xabi. He's cut the pass out beautifully. Some good running off the ball, putting the pressure on. Well, he went for the shot, but it just wasn't good enough.
Well, I think the ball swerved a bit, didn't quite hit the shot properly.
Julio. Get the ball back. And Lampard. Great ball through. Brings it under control. Can he create something here? Deco. And Eto'o. Deco. Here's Ronaldinho. Great chance for the counter. Within shooting range. He controlled the shot well, but it was straightforward for the keeper, really.
It wasn't an easy shot to handle, but the keeper did a fantastic job.
And Joe Cole. Can he get the room he needs? He punched the ball to safety. Here's Messi. Here's Ronaldinho. Silvinho. Xabi. Joe Cole.
It's easily picked up.
Worked really hard to get the ball back there. Chance for another goal, perhaps. Robin! Oh, that chance was just thrown away.
I think if you go it alone like that, you have to finish it off properly. And that's not what's happening.
Here's Eto'o. And Ronaldinho. Sturdy defence here. Well read and intercepted. Only 1 minute to be added on. No, it's been intercepted. He may whip the cross in. The first half is over and the teams head off to the dressing rooms. The managers have had plenty to mull over before giving their half-time team talks. How did you see that half, Trevor?
I think in many ways the scoreline doesn't reflect the play. They really should be using the pitch much better.
And as the players return to the dressing rooms, it's 2-0 as we await the second half. Into the second half we go, and hopefully another 45 minutes of great football. They've switched sides for the second half. Eto'o gets it. Brought an end to the attack. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Drogba. Shooting chance here. Here's Lampard. Wins possession to stop the attack. The defence needs to be tight on their man here. Showed his defensive quality there. Drogba. Poor pass picked off there. Drogba. Lampard. Latched onto that through ball. They escaped the danger at the cost of a throw-in. Showed his quality in defence there with that interception. Silvinho. He did well to gain possession, but he couldn't lose it here. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. And Joe Cole. It's created a counter raid for them. Deco. We're into the last 30 minutes of the game. Hang on to the ball there. And Ashley Cole. Joe Cole.
The defence needs to be more alert on the left.
Great chance for the counter. There's not a lot of support. Still on the ball here. They're in possession down the right flank. Ball one here. Messi. Here's Ronaldinho. That's a threatening through ball. Astonishing goal. They're just one goal behind. The game is beginning to open up again. Perhaps the beginnings of a comeback then. It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
Yes, that was an absolute classic.
So the comfortable lead has been lost. How will they react? Well won there. Ashley Cole. Slid through the gap. Oh, great defending there. Good pass. Drogba. They play it short. Almost 75 minutes have gone. What can he conjure up here? He scored! It's number 3. They extend their lead. 30 minutes played in the second half. That was a marvellous chip shot. All the keeper could do was to watch the ball go into the back of the net.
Yes, he...
2 goals up, 3-1 now. The defence needs to be tight on their man here. Can he find the target?
And that shot comes off the keeper's gloves and out of play. It's a corner.
It's into the middle.
He almost made it.
But the keeper made a fine save. Here's Deco. Xabi. Messi. And Ronaldinho. The through pass not accurate enough, but we have a corner. Plays it into feet. Here's Drogba. Pressure on the defence now. Shevchenko! Yes, it's in! That's number 4. It's hard to see them throwing this in.
They've got a 3-goal lead and everything is going as they hope, Peter.
Indeed, they've been in a class of their own today. There's no way I can see them throwing away this lead. Robin. Get the ball back. Here's Xabi. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. We're into the last 5 minutes. They're off on the counter-attack. It went over the line for a goal kick. Julio. Silvinho. And Shevchenko. Just the keeper in his way. The defence needs to be tight on their man here. He dribbles out to the right. Ronaldinho. It's the last chance to get one back here with a good cross. Eto'o. And the goalkeeper puts it out for a corner. Plays it short to a teammate. The referee brings an end to the game. They won this very one-sided game comfortably. Trevor, did you enjoy the game?
Very much so. In fact, I have to say the standard of play was excellent.
So that's it for today's game. Thank you, Trevor.
Well, it's been great, Peter.
And it's just time for me to say goodbye from us both. We're off here, and hopefully we'll see a game full of pace, goals and competitive football. Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match.
There's another chance to get the ball in.
Will this be a goal here? It's over, too high.
The defence let him get the shot in. They have to be more alert.
Here's Ferdinand. And Gerrard. Joe Cole. Duran. Here's Makalele. Henry. Magnificently executed through ball. Oh, it's in! What a goal! They're 1-up. In the opening minutes of the game. A beautiful left foot finish. Well, they're now a goal down. What do you think they can do to pull things around, Trevor?
I think it's important they get back in the game as quickly as possible. They might want to think about changing things around a bit, though.
Here's Owen. Now here's a chance. Goal! A beautiful left-footed effort. The goal pulls them level. 10th minute of the game. He's hit that well. Goal apiece, the score's level at 1-1. In the right place at the right time. And Terry. Ashley Cole. Rooney!
He doesn't catch it, but takes no chances by punching it clear. It's a corner.
Drives it to the middle. Arrives in the box. He's punched it away. They're given another corner. Who's waiting in the middle? And Henry. He's on the rampage. Saha. And Zidane. Saha. There's a late challenge. That was predictable. No, it's been snuffed out. Here's Vieira. Henry. And Wiltor. They could take the lead again with a good cross. Wiltor! Over the bar. Really threatening the goalkeeper there.
Well, it was a good run, but he didn't quite have the finish to match it.
Ashley Cole. Here's Joe Cole. Gerrard.
Good running off the ball here. A chance to whip it in.
Dealt with that threat well. Here's Vieira. Goalkeeper makes the decision to come forward and collects the ball. And Ashley Cole. Here's Gerrard. And Rooney. 15 minutes to go until the half-time whistle. Whistle goes and the assistant referee has his flag up. Time has run just a little too early then. Here's Wiltor. Henry. Dealt with the threat well.
The defenders are showing good concentration.
Owen. Win the ball back. Looking around for support.
Poetry in motion, terrific stuff.
It's it again. What a fantastic finish. The match has swung their way again. He tucked it away superbly into the right-hand corner. slimmest of leads at 2-1. And Lampard. Win possession here. Possession gained there. To the man in space. It's a corner as the keeper punches that one. It's into the face of goal. Nice try, but it was just lacking a little bit of accuracy. Gallas. Here's Zidane. Oh, was he brought down illegally then? No, referee says play on. Down the right-hand channel. Slides a great ball through. Finds himself in the area. Turns defence into attack there. And he dicks it through. There'll be 3 more minutes for stoppages. Nicely set up by the through pass there. Hits it well. Sturdy defence there. Owen. He's carried the ball forward. Here's Zidane. Vieira. The assistant referee's flag was raised. He was just offside. Good call. The first half has come to a close then here, and the players head off to the dressing rooms. I would think both managers will be hoping to spark a number of their players into life during the break. So, Trevor, what's your take on the game so far?
They'll be happy with the lead because, quite frankly, I think their play is quite limited at the moment.
We're set up nicely for the second half, then 2-1 the score. The second half gets underway. Let's hope for another 45 minutes of great football here. The sides have been changed for the second half. Owen! A reasonable effort. The shot zips off to the right there. The goal would have given them the confidence boost they so desperately needed, Trevor.
You're right, Peter. They have to keep making the chances up front if they're to get that equaliser.
Here's Wiltor. Henry. Zidane. And Wiltor. Nice through ball. Gerrard. Possession maintained here. And Rooney. Ball one, good defending there. Makalele. And Makalele. Saha. And Zidane. Dealt with that threat well. Magnificently executed through ball. Here's Wiltor. Henry. Into the box. Another chance. Reasonable effort but lacked accuracy. Here's Ferdinand. Here's Lampard. And Owen. Well read and intercepted there. And Wiltor. Win possession here. Pass went astray. Wiltor. Henry. Just dived in there, gave away a free kick. Their opponents need some... how to keep them out there. Finds a teammate. Still their ball, good attacking position too. Henry! Doesn't manage to get that one through. Kept it well, still on the attack. He cut out the pass. And Henry. Here's Rooney. Really stopped in his tracks there. And Zidane. And Vieira. Henry. And Terry. Rooney. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. Owen. And Rooney. He's on the rampage. That lacks accuracy. The defender was quick to see this one. Good pass. Rooney! The keeper holds it. Here's Zidane. Threads it through perfectly. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. Here's Ashley Cole.
The ball has eluded the defence.
Owen! A brilliant finish. It's all square. 10 minutes from the end. He squeezed in his second goal of the game. They've tied it up. This is going to make it interesting now.
Oh, that's a great through ball.
The ball's over the line. It's a corner. It's into the middle.
The defenders are showing good concentration.
And Owen. Rooney. Here's Lampard. Cut out well. Nicely won there. The attack came to nothing. With the scores level, both sides will just have to go for a winner here, with only 5 minutes to go on the clock. Ferdinand. Careless pass picked off. Ball not given away here. Rooney. What a free kick in a promising area. Can they make it count? Went down in the tackle and stayed down too. He may well require some attention here. The defender overlaps. I think the keeper could see that was going off to the right.
I think he made the right decision to have a go. Perhaps he was unlucky on the strike.
And Sylvestre. Henry. He's in the box. The game has ended with the scores level, and 90 minutes couldn't separate these two sides. So now the game goes into extra time. That is a bitter blow for them to swallow, Trevor, conceding during the second half.
Well, if truth be told, they were lucky to go in ahead at half-time.
first period of extra time gets underway. Do you think they deserve that equaliser, Trevor?
Absolutely. A defeat would have been very poor.
Gets it. Takes the shot. And it's in the net! Goal! They've turned things around and their supporters are loving this. Inside the opening few minutes of extra time. Everyone knew he was going to do it. They've fallen behind, Trevor. Can they come back?
Well, if they give their all right up until the final whistle, who knows?
Ribery. And now the counter-attack. Stopped him illegally, says the ref. Kept possession well on the attack here. If he can deliver a good ball in, we may see the equaliser. Booted clear. Crouch. Here's Gerrard. Free kick awarded. And Turan. Here's Lampard. A mistimed lunge gave away a free kick.
That was a totally unnecessary challenge.
Got the man there, surely. Yep, free kick is given. Down the middle. Ribery. Now inside the penalty area. Makalele. Ribery. Couldn't put it away there, but not a bad effort.
I think maybe they caught the defence on the hop there. There really was some sloppy man marking.
Gerrard. And Terry doesn't manage to get that one through. And Makalele. Trezeguet. Saha. The referee's whistle signals the end of the first half of extra time. That's the end of the first half of extra time. Trevor, any advice for the players here?
Well, it's difficult to know what to say now. One flash of inspiration or one mistake could win or lose the game.
Well, you wouldn't want to be in the players' shoes now. The players must be close to exhaustion now as the second period of extra time gets underway. Let's see if the second half can produce a winner. And Joe Cole. The assistant referee had his flag up, not too happy there about the decision. It is a free kick. Vieira. Ribery. And Henry. He's carried the ball forward. It's a corner. It's into the face of goal. Ferdinand. And Gary Neville. Lampard. Gerrard. Stopped him well there. Down the right flank. Here's Vieira. Tight decision there, but I think the right one. Lino got that one absolutely spot on. And Lampard. Rooney. Crouch. Well, great defending there. He's looking for support. Goes to ground, but the referee says play on. He goes on himself. What will he do from here? It's a big opportunity with a corner. Bends it in. The keeper's got it. Ribery. Took him out. Free kick given. Referee blows his whistle. The assistant referee had his flag up. I think it's the right decision too. There's the whistle. That's it. They've done it. A great win for them here. They did everything possible to ensure the victory, and their supporters are going wild. They have done very well to come from being a goal down to win the match.
Oh, exactly, Peter. They've worked hard, never gave up, and as a result, they've got their reward. A very fine display.
And they certainly earned. Here we go. Hold on to your seats. This should be one heck of a match. Let's see what kind of match these two teams can produce. Crespo!
That's picked up by the keeper.
Saviola. Here's Crespo. A poor attempt at a pass. What can he do from here? Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. Crespo. Here's Saviola. And Crespo. And Ashley Cole. Gerrard. Lampard. Here's Aymar. Here's Saviola. Slides a through ball down the middle. Still with the ball. Good attacking position too. And Ashley Cole. Beckham. Here's Beckham. To the man in space. Saviola. And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. 15 minutes into the first half. And Owen. Well won there. Crespo. Here's Riquelme. Neat ball through the middle. Quite remarkable. They've opened the scoring. He struck it well with his left foot. So that will have lifted their spirits. Just a one-goal lead, though. Beckham.
Here's a chance to whip it in.
And he goes shot away. Gerrard. What a fantastic finish. They've claimed an equaliser. Great shot. Level pegging 1-1 now. Here's Crespo. And Messi. He's well beaten to the ball there. Here's Lampard. Joe Cole. Here's Joe Cole. Looking for support now. Joe Cole. Well, he's got his shot in, but no real threat.
Well, it was a really dangerous situation there. They'll be sorry not to have hit the target.
Lunged in and gave away a free kick.
That was a badly timed, dangerous tackle from behind.
And Messi. Can he hit the target? Messi. And it's there. They're leading the game again. He scores his second. Are we going to see some more magic up front, I wonder, as play resumes? Rooney. Ball held on to there. Straight through the defence. Will go behind for a goal kick. Here's Hense. 30 minutes on the clock in the first half. Wins possession to stop the attack. Can he create something? Only inches away, but it's gone into the side of the goal.
We'd love to have seen a goal, but that wasn't quite up to it.
And Lampard. Beckham. Possession gained there. He's off down the left wing.
It was a through ball that set the move up on the left. Oh, he got under that one. Never threatened the goal.
And Terry. Gerrard. And Rooney. Beckham. That was offside there, and the opposition defenders look pretty relieved about that too. Here's Riquelme. Crespo. Still got a lot to do from there. Will he test the keeper? Messi. That's a great goal. They've stretched their lead. A hat-trick. It's 3-1 here, a two-goal cushion now. Deliberate foul. And Rooney. Chance in the box. Tied it up by the keeper. Soren. Here's Saviola. He's carried the ball forward. Wonderfully won there. Ashley Cole. He dribbles out to the left. And Lampard gets it. Will he find the target now? Crespo. Whistle goes and the assistant referee has his flag up. Time has run just a little too early then. Owen. Lampard. The referee blows for the end of the first half. The players head off into the dressing rooms for their half-time team talks. What's your analysis of the game, Trevor?
Well, I know all that matters is the scoreline, but I think...
We're off. Will the manager's half-time talks have the desired effect? They've switched sides for the second half. Crespo. Good running off the ball. One-on-one with the keeper. What a fantastic finish! Puts him in a commanding position. They've surely got the game in the bag now, Trevor.
Well, it does look to be all over now, doesn't it? You can't be too complacent.
Rooney. Could this be a chance? Wonderful defending there. Here's Gerrard. Here's Rooney. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Now inside the penalty area. Keeper's there. He's made the right move and picks it up. Aymar. It's created a counter raid for them. Will he shoot? Still in possession, in a good position here. All free kick awarded in a very promising position here. There are 5 men in the wall. Oh, so frustrating.
He did have several other options on there, but I don't think his teammates will worry too much about him having a go.
Here's Riquelme. They win possession. Goes the flag. He was just caught on the wrong side there of the opposition back line. Crespo. Turns defence into attack there. And Owen now have possession here. Here's Lampard. Cut it out nicely. Riquelme chopped him down there. Free kick given. Here's Riquelme. Crespo.
The keeper showed good awareness there.
And Gary Neville. Here's Lampard. And Gerrard. Now inside the penalty area. Wins possession to stop the attack. Got the all-important touch. Beckham. Here's Gerrard. Now here's a chance. Here's another cross. The ball's out for a goal kick. Ayala. Burdisso. Here's Messi. And Aymar. They've split the defence wide open. Can he put it away? It was a tricky shot, but the keeper handled it well.
The height was right, but there was not enough power in the shot.
Good pass. Will he put it away? And the opportunity comes to nothing.
Well, I think the build-up was better than the finish.
Ayala. And Cambiasso. We've reached the last 15 minutes. Knocks it out to the wing. Aymar. Gets it. Dealt with that threat well. Good footwork creates the counter-attack. They're making good progress down the right side. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat.
The defenders are constantly on the back foot.
Launches a low cross.
Well, I think the cross was a little wayward there. It should have got past the defender. So it's a corner.
They'll battle for this in the middle. Well, the corner came down into the path of the goalkeeper. In the right place at the right time. Rooney and Owen. Will he find the target? Ball stolen away. Chance here. The clock counting down. Saviola.
This looks promising.
Keeps the ball in a very promising position. Player goes down, but play on is the call. Nope, it's been cut out. A really careless pass there. Now inside the penalty area. Attack came to nothing. Here's Riquelme. Didn't give the ball away and still they advance. They're breaking out quickly here. Just dived in there. Gave away a free kick. Will he shoot? Lampard. Punched away and out for a corner. Can they convert this? The ref ends the game and a huge roar from the crowd. This win was as comfortable as the scoreline suggests. We kick off, and let's hope it's a cracker of a match. It will be interesting to see how they start the match. And Ashley Cole. Get the ball back. Little one there. Gerrard. And Joe Cole. Slice through the defence.
A cross from him could be dangerous.
Possession lost it. Messi completely mistimed his challenge there. Gave away a free kick. Here's Ayala. Down the left flank. Cambiasso. There's not a lot of support. Saviola. Here's the opportunity for a ball in to open the score. Chopped him down there, gave away a free kick. And that is a yellow card. And I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for that tackle. Now he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game. Keeper couldn't take it cleanly. It's got behind though for a corner. Drives it to the middle. Here's Ferdinand. Beckham. Here's Gerrard. Vital interception in his own box. Here's Riquelme. And Messi. Messi. Lunged in there and gave away a free kick. Yellow card. Well, I must say that does seem a little harsh. But he was nowhere near the ball, so maybe the right decision really by the referee. They've got a corner there. Goes for the short one.
A good cross should set something up.
And Cambiasso. Cambiasso! Top quality close control. Good pass. Fisted away.
You know, if the attackers had followed up and threatened the keeper, they could have made something of that mistake. Anyway, they have a corner.
Crossing opportunity. Here's Joe Cole. Ball one, good defending there. intercepted. And Gerrard gets it. Wins possession to stop the attack. And Crespo. That's picked up by the goalkeeper. Here's Gerrard. And Ashley Cole. Joe Cole. Owen. Excellent defending there. Here's Messi. Runs with the ball towards the right flank. What can he conjure up here? Beaten away by the keeper. What's he done? Caught in possession there. Aymar. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Beckham. 15 minutes to go until the half-time whistle. Wins the ball, great defending. Down the middle. And this is a great chance. Stop the attack well. Here's Aymar. Looking for support now. Can he find the space? Riquelme. Well, he tried the shot but failed to deliver on target.
The striker found himself in a very good position, but he knows he can't waste chances like that.
And Owen. Neatly threaded ball. Well held by the keeper. Aymar. And Saviola. He's on the rampage.
Good running off the ball here. A chance to whip it in.
Read that play and got the ball. Great work. Aymar. Goal! There's the opener. Just before the break. Off the crossbar and then... Can they hang on to this lead? Well maintained there. Can surely put it away. They can swing it in from the left wing. Messi. Riquelme. He's looking for support. He cut out the pass. Will he shoot? The first 45 minutes is over and the teams head off towards the dressing rooms here. They've given a goal away towards the end of the first half. Everyone is back in their seats, including the managers, and the second half is underway. No substitutions yet as we go into the second half. Wonderfully won there. He's through on his own. Crespo. It's over. How close was that?
Well, some of the crowd thought that one was on its way in. And what a goal it would have been.
Ashley Cole. Here's Gerrard. Can he find his man? Crespo. Here's Joe Cole. Play pushes forward then. Ashley Cole. Great chance for the counter. And passes the ball back. And Saviola. Saviola! I think the keeper could see that was going off to the right.
Well, it was hit with plenty of pace, but just not on target.
Ashley Cole. Here's Joe Cole. Well found by his teammate. Corner. took his chances, but that wasn't going in. A fantastic opportunity to bring the game level there, Trevor.
Yes, they'll be choked about that.
They're still on the attack here. Cambiasso. Foul there, free kick given. The break is on.
It's a great chance.
Attack came to nothing. Here's Sorin. Aymar. And Saviola. Lampard. Here's Saviola. Messi. On the ball here. Aymar. It's over, but that was close.
Oh, there's an excellent bit of pressure up front to make the chance. They'll be sorry, though, they've just missed the goal.
Beckham. Poorly attempted pass. Here's Crespo. Good footwork creates the counter-attack. Not a good tackle at all. Free kick given. Oh, it's a red card. Well, I'm sure the manager, not to mention the player himself, will have some harsh things to say about that afterwards. But the referee has made his mind up.
He's gone out to play with a punch from the keeper there. In fact, the corner.
Who's waiting in the middle? They have a chance for another corner. It's into the middle. That's easy for the defence. Gerrard approaching the last 15 minutes of the game. To the man in space. Dealt with the threat expertly. And Owen. Knocked it through. Well won there. Well worked to win possession. Rooney concedes a free kick in a dangerous area here. And Gerrard just needs half a yard here. Not a bad effort, but it wasn't on target. The goal would have given them the confidence boost they so desperately needed, Trevor.
You're right, Peter. They have to keep making the chances up front if they're to get that equaliser. That was a poor pass.
Cambiasso. Here's Aymar. Superb intervention. Now it's a great chance for a counter-attack. A lovely ball through. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. They're in possession down the right flank. And it's a corner kick. Who's waiting in the middle? Just didn't get anywhere near the ball. Free kick. We're only the one goal down here then. With 5 minutes to go, can they snatch an equaliser? Aymar.
Yes, it's off the keeper and out for a corner. At least he punched it out of danger.
To the target in the middle. Here's another corner. It's going across the face of goal. And Terry. Here's Gerrard. The referee is adding on 3 additional minutes to be played.
This could be the last chance, and they need to make the most of it.
Drives it to the middle. Well, he went for the shot, but it just wasn't good enough. So an equaliser then would have changed the game, Trevor.
Absolutely, pulling it level is what they want, but they just need that little bit of quality in front of goal to do it.
A nice ball through. Stops it nicely. Eimer. Up goes the roar and the match is over. A well-deserved win for them today as they went out fully focused and put everything into this game, and they came away with the win they wanted. Away we go. Will there be drama today? Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match. Got the all-important touch. Here's Ricardo Carvalho. Boularus. And Joe Cole. Drogba. Astonishing goal! What a wonderful start! Inside the first few minutes of the first half. That really was a super shot. Let's see how the goal affects play here. A single goal separates them. Here's Robin. The route down the right is his preferred option. In the penalty area. Figo.
Well, he instinctively read the pass.
Drogba. He scored one goal in this game. Here's a chance. Pass cut out. Maybe there's a route to goal here. Into the box. Shevchenko. Tries again. It's been deflected out of play. They'll battle for this in the middle. And Cordoba. Cambiasso. Here's Dejan Stankovic. Vieira. And Figo. Figo! Goal! They're back on even terms. A super right-footed finish.
It's been a tight game so far, and there's not much between these teams in terms of ability. I think we're in for a good battle here.
That equaliser surely will have an impact, Trevor.
Definitely, it's going to give them a real boost, and we could see things change from here on in.
Mistimed lunge, and the free kick is given. Lampard! Safely into the keeper's gloves. Here's Grosso. 15 minutes have passed. Not a good challenge at all. Free kick call. Vieira. Nice work to keep possession too. Figo. Good pass. The ref sees nothing wrong, so on we go. Here's Lampard. And now the counter-attack. Looking around for support. Can he get a shot away? Cambiasso. Vieira. And Grosso. Here's Boularus. Win the ball back. That pass didn't make it. Ricardo Carvalho. And Robin. Poor ball intercepted. Here's Vieira. Robin. Drogba. Chance in the box. Anxious moments on the manager's bench there. Could have been a costly mistake. 30 minutes into the first half. Great interception to break that one up. Lampard. Drogba. And coming forward, the keeper collects the ball. And Figo. Ibrahimovic. Here's Drogba. And Robin. Down the line. Great combination there. It's wide to the right post. A reasonable attempt though. Here's Samuel. Dejan Stankovic. Here's Joe Cole. He goes on himself. Shevchenko! In the safe hands of the keeper. And Grosso. Drogba. Caught in defence. Real chance here. That'll be a goal kick. Here's Samuel. Shevchenko. Pass through.
That's picked up by the keeper.
One minute is being shown on the board. Still in possession and a good position here. Stop the attack well. Now the defender read it well. Can he keep it going? The first half is over and the teams head off to the dressing rooms. The managers have had plenty to mull over before giving their half-time team talks. So they'll start the second half all square then, chap. Into the second half we go, and hopefully another 45 minutes of great football. Let's see which team can take control in the second half. And Figo gets it. Can he put it away? Brought an end to the attack. They can swing it in from the right wing. They win the throw deep inside the opponent's half. Needs to find the target with the ball in. Well worked to win the ball. Held on to the ball there. Stayed on the ball, great position to attack. Into the box. Crosses it low along the ground. Check. Yes, it's in, number 2. Play resumes with just a one goal separating these teams. And Adriano. Lampard. That lacks accuracy. Get the ball back. Shevchenko! Adriano. Here's Figo. And Figo. Oh, just to the right of the target. So close. What's he done? Put in possession there.
There is nothing separating the two teams. The game is developing into a hot contest.
Dealt with the threat expertly. Ibrahimovic. Just needs half a yard here. Here's Joe Cole. It's created a counter raid for them. He could swing it in here. The defender was there. He tries another one. And he tries again. Too much on it. Some running off the ball for the cross. Lampard. No, the finish wasn't there, and it's wide of the right post. And Samuel. Here's Vieira. Cambiasso. And Cambiasso. Still with the ball. Good attacking position too. Nicely won there. The attack turned to nothing. Here's Figo.
Almost 75 minutes have gone.
Shevchenko. Neat ball through the middle. Can he create something here? What a goal! Finally, they've taken the lead. Great finish from a cultured...
They look as if they've thrown it all away, Trevor.
Well, they do look short on ideas. I think the manager needs to shake things up, and quickly.
Turns defence into attack there.
He intercepts.
Robert. And Lampard. Still with possession. They can attack from here. Nice try, but it was just lacking a little bit of accuracy. Samuel. And Vieira. Adriano. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. Robin. And Lampard. Knocked it through. Clears it away with his head. Here's Vieira. Adriano. Don't give it away there.
A great passage of play. Pressure always on the defence.
He took his chances, but that wasn't going in.
Drives it to the middle.
It was a well-timed attack.
The keeper was expecting that kind of effort.
Here's Figo. To the man in space. He's punched it away.
There's no respite for the defence, and they win another corner.
They play it short. Wins the ball. Great defending. Robin.
Well, there's no strikers bearing down on him, and the keeper just moves up and collects the ball.
Javier Zanetti. Here's Cambiasso. Ibrahimovic. He's in the right place to intercept that one. Robin. And now the counter-attack. A huge roar from the crowd as the referee blows the final whistle. A match that could shape up to be fast and furious. A great one for the neutrals.
Who has the most desire to win this one? We shall see.
Joe Cole. Robin. What a free kick in a promising area. Can they make it count?
There are 3 men in the wall.
Lampard. Fans will be disappointed there. And Cordoba. Samuel. And Grosso. Slides a neat ball through. Joe Cole. Robin.
The right-hand channel is an option.
Gets it. Drogba. It's over. Too high. Here's Cordoba. Here's Cambiasso. They give away possession.
Splits the defence beautifully.
Yes! They've broken the deadlock. In the opening minutes of the game.
The goal came from the forward.
It was a beautiful lob.
How much of an impact do you think the opener will have on the game, Trevor?
Oh yes, this is going to have a tremendous bearing on the rest of the game.
Robin completely mistimed his tackle there, gives away a free kick. Lampard. Well won there. Took him out completely, gave away a free kick. The tackle player is still down injured, he'll need some attention. It was certainly a bad challenge on him. And well, not surprisingly, the referee has reached for his cards. Only yellow. The offender can consider himself lucky. They're breaking out quickly here. Adriano
Sweeps forward.
into the penalty area. A brilliant finish. All square. 15 minutes played.
They're right back in it, Trevor.
Well, now they've got the equaliser, I certainly wouldn't rule them out from grabbing the winner.
Shevchenko. It's in. Brilliant. They're in front again. His sharp instincts paid off for that goal.
They were sloppy there.
2-1, they may look to defend this lead now. Here's Cambiasso. Ibrahimovic. Got his foot in. Vieira. Here's Adriano. Figo. Figo! Well, they made the chance, but the shot swings past the right post. Terry. Lampard. And Shevchenko. Stopped him well there.
A perfect ball.
Carries the ball through the middle.
Can he find half a yard here? And it's way past the left-hand post. Here's Ricardo Carvalho. And Joe Cole. Turns defence into attack there. Ashley Cole
Is getting slower.
Shevchenko. Ball one, good defending there. Here's Figo.
A great skill.
In the penalty area. Cambiasso. Another. Oh, it's in. What a goal. It's a valuable equaliser. He was alive for the chance of a rebound. Will we see renewed attack from this side?
Yes, they'll be encouraged by that equaliser.
Drogba. Ball given away. Good work to keep the ball. They're defending well. 30 minutes on the clock in the first half. Stop the attack dead then. And Shevchenko.
He continues his run down the left. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left.
Shevchenko! That could have been a costly mistake by the keeper, and his defender played it to safety.
The defender was quick to see this one.
Ricardo Carvalho. And Lampard.
Snapped up by the keeper.
Here's Grosso. Careless pass there. Robin.
The keeper makes the stop.
The goalkeeper pushed it away for safety, but has conceded a corner.
It's into the face of goal.
Well, a comfortable catch in the air for the keeper meant the set play totally wasted.
Play surges forward. Boularus. Oh, there's a late challenge. Could so easily have gone into the book then, but the ref has taken a lenient view there.
Well worked to win possession.
Goal inside here. Outstanding interception in his own box. Ball held on to there. Figo. Well worked to win the ball. The referee blows for the end of the first half. The players head off into the dressing rooms for their half-time team talks. So they couldn't keep the lead going into half-time, Trevor. Is this a sign of a lack of confidence? The second half gets underway. Let's hope for another 45 minutes of great football here.
The teams couldn't be separated in the first half.
And Shevchenko.
No, it's been cut out.
Here's Javier Zanetti. And Vieira. Here's Cambiasso. To the man in space. Dealt with that threat well. Drogba. Shevchenko. And Cambiasso. Adriano. In the safe hands of the keeper. Boularus. And Robin. In the right place at the right time. Cambiasso. Here's Ibrahimovic.
Now that's a pinpoint pass.
They're moving well down the left-hand side. Dealt with the threat well. Joe Cole. Here's a strike. Perhaps he couldn't control it, but it's wide of the left post.
Slides it through.
Going for goal. Over. Needs to be more accurate than that. The keeper has to deal with it. Here's Samuel. And Dejan Stankovic.
15 minutes of the second half gone.
Adriano.
And the keeper has it.
Here's Shevchenko. Cambiasso.
That was a superb interception.
They win possession. Cambiasso. Possession lost there. Here's Shevchenko. Ibrahimovic. And Adriano. Referee blows his whistle. The assistant referee had his flag up. And I think it's the right decision too. win the ball back. An obvious foul there, free kick. Lampard! Oh, millimetres away. Here's Figo. Well read and intercepted. Here's Ashley Cole. Wonderful defending there. Javier Zanetti. He's carried the ball forward.
He cut that one out very well.
And Shevchenko. Stopped the attack well. Adriano. A tight decision there, but I think the right one. Olino got that one absolutely spot on. And Lampard. Here's Figo. And Adriano. Wonderfully won there. Here's Cordoba. Samuel. This puts the defence under real pressure on the right. Could be a chance here. Important interception there. And they still have possession here. And Robin. He's through on his own.
Oh, maybe the pressure's got to him. It's well over the bar.
Cordoba. The final whistle is approaching and the scores are level. Will we see a winner here? Here's Ibrahimovic. Ball one, good defending there. He's free. He's in the box. That's picked up by the goalkeeper. Good header. Vieira. No attempt whatsoever to play the ball. Free kick. And Adriano. Here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko! The referee has ended the second half with the scores level. Nothing to divide the two sides after 90 minutes, so we go into extra time. Always disappointing to concede an equaliser, Trevor, and never more so than in the second half.
Yes, and they've let it in with the manager's half-time team talk still fresh in their minds.
Both teams are looking wearier as the first half of extra time gets underway. How do you expect extra time to pan out now, Trevor?
Well, it looks like being the survival of the fittest. There's a lot of tired legs out there.
And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. Bunaruz. Makalele. Reads it well. Plays it into space behind the defence. Can you get a clean strike here? And Makalele doesn't manage to get that one through. Cambiasso. Here's real danger. Really good punch by the keeper. What about this? That was offside there, and the opposition defenders look pretty relieved about that too. And the defence
defence cuts out that through ball.
Here's Adriano. Will he hit the target? Lampard.
He intercepts.
And Rakoba. Ibrahimovic. There is a threat here. Oh, just left of the post. And Ricardo Carvalho. Makalele. And Robin. Crossing opportunity. Goal in sight here. Very important interception there. Here's the whistle to signal the end of the first half of extra time, and the scores are still level. Great drama here, but will there be a breakthrough in the second half?
And so ends the first half of extra time.
And things are really getting tense now, aren't they?
Well, you can cut the atmosphere here with a knife.
The second period of extra time is underway.
Both teams are rather cancelling each other out.
Wright Phillips. Does well to maintain possession. Here's Dejan Stankovic. There's not a lot of support. And Lampard. Can he find the target? Showed his quality in defence there with that interception. Still on the ball here. Here's Lampard. Ball one here.
That pass didn't make it.
And Drogba. Wright Phillips. Here's Makalele.
It's a corner. Good chance here.
To the target in the middle. Here's a throw in a potentially dangerous area too. Finds him well. Shevchenko! What a fantastic finish! They retake the lead. Inside the final few minutes of extra time. They find themselves ahead by one at 3-2. Stay on the ball there.
That's tidy footwork.
Shevchenko!
And the ball ends up in the keeper's gloves.
Here's Cambiasso. Rakoba. Gets it. The ball's over the line. It's a corner.
Can they squeeze it in?
The referee's whistle goes, and that's it. The result has matched their outstanding performance today. They've won this match in such a convincing manner, and the fans will be absolutely delighted with the result. So that all remains for me to do is to say that we've reached the end of our coverage this afternoon. Many thanks to Trevor beside me.
It's been great fun, Peter.
And from us both, good afternoon.